What in the world is happening with crypto wallets these days? We have a bunch of news about Metamask, their new terms of use, and people saying a bunch of different things. And we have confirmation here, and I want to go over this. And we're also going to go over the recent Ledger fiasco that's happening. This little thing here is causing a lot of stress on people. So we're going to take a look at both of these. First and foremost, we can talk about Metamask. So if you haven't actually used Metamask recently, well, when you logged in, you had to actually accept new terms of use. And here is kind of the huge blah blah of what people never read. I know I never read it, so I just scroll down and click accept. And then we saw a bunch of tweets about the tax that was in this terms of use. And let's take a look at what consensus is saying. So for those of you who aren't too sure why I'm talking about consensus and not Metamask, well, Metamask was created by Consensus. Consensus is the actual company that owns Metamask. So they are saying this comes out 2 hours ago. They say we are aware of tweets circulating with inaccurate information about Consensus terms of service. Let's clarify. Let's take a look at this. So Metamask does not collect any taxes on crypto transactions, and we have not made any changes to our terms to do so. So this is obviously the good thing, because I saw a bunch of tweets. I was under the impression of the same thing, because of course you read something and you think it's true. I don't know why, probably should have done more research, but they had a tweet, or a tweet was circulating out there, that essentially if the government wanted them to pause your wallet or to withhold taxes, they would be able to do so. So this essentially, to me, clarifies that Metamask does not collect taxes on crypto transaction, but it doesn't necessarily clarify that whether or not the government, if they do subpoena your wallet address, I'm not sure if Consensus could actually give them your wallet address. That is still unclear to me. But what we know is that Metamask is not taking any taxes from your crypto transactions. I guess the bottom line here is, if you live in somewhere where you have to pay taxes on your cryptos, it's probably best to start looking into it, if not doing it. I'm already doing it, but anyways, that's what they are saying today. Now, they do say, of course, their goal is to make Web3 universal, easy to use. And down here, it says the tax section in our terms of service falls under the fees and payment section, and it exclusively pertains to products and paid plans offered by Consensus. For example, Infura has a credit card developer subscription, which include sales taxes. So obviously that does make sense. Anything in this world unfortunately has taxes, and the services that Consensus do offer would obviously have taxes as well. So then they just kind of say that's basically it. So again, that's what's happening with Metamask and Consensus. There is a lot of people saying that, now Metamask is going to be able to withhold crypto taxes on your transactions. That is not true according to this tweet. And if we go on to that terms of use section, it is in fact under the fees and payment section. And that is, of course, the actual fees and payments of Consensus, all of their offerings to you. So that's why they are obviously talking about taxes. But again, if you are using Metamask and you're doing transactions, they're not going to be the ones actually taking the taxes from you. That's something that you have to do on your own, and hopefully you are doing it. So of course that was retweeted by Metamask here, so that is confirmed. But if we switch gears and we talk about the Ledger fiasco, I mean, this just makes absolutely no sense to me, because they are essentially saying that they launched a new recover mechanism, that if you were to lose your seed phrase, you would be able to recover it. That essentially opens up a backdoor that people are thinking exists with Ledger devices. And the whole point of this little thing is for it to be offline. It's supposed to be cold. It's not supposed to have any type of recovery or backdoor or whatever the case may be. you're supposed to not have it connected to your internet. So with them launching this new service and saying that, it's going to allow people to back up the recovery phrases, and if you lose it, they'd be able to help you out, it kind of opens up and raises a few eyebrows in a lot of people's minds, and also in my mind, because why are they doing this? And if there is this service available, and this is an opt-in service, you don't actually have to participate in it if you don't want to. But because now there is a opt-in service, or there is a service available with this may pose a security threat to people, but they are obviously saying that this is not the case, that people are over exaggerating, and it's a total PR failure, but absolutely not a technical one. Ledger Recover is over-the-air firmware update allowing users to back up their seed phrases with third-party entities. Again, I am not going to be doing this. I'm just going to go the old-fashioned way and have my seed phrase on a piece of paper, calling it a day, and hopefully this opt-in service does not become mandatory in the years to come. But that is essentially what's happening with Ledger. Of course, the CEO is saying that the Ledger is still safe. There's no backdoors. The Ledger Recover is not a conspiracy. No one will ever force anyone to use Recover. Hopefully that stays true. And they do add here that trusting Ledger with sharding the seed phrase is just like trusting Ledger with signing a transaction. That I do actually have to agree with them, because when I am, signing a transaction on my Ledger, I am just clicking buttons. I'm not reading anything, and I'm just click, click, click. This is what I'm doing. And he's kind of saying that this is essentially the same thing as you accepting a transaction on your Ledger. So again, there isn't a backdoor. He's reaffirmed this multiple times. Some people are saying that this poses potentially an issue with the backdoor because they are offering this service. So that is essentially what's happening with Ledger, as well as what's happening with Metamask and the taxes. If you are a crypto user and you do live somewhere where you kind of have to pay taxes, I would probably suggest having an accountant and paying for taxes. But that's up to you. Obviously, nothing I say here is financial advice. Do as you please. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.